Hello and welcome. Today on BOI Weekly, Bank of Industry joins conversation on poverty alleviation as Softcom, an indigenous technology company, hosts conference tagged Combating Poverty, Role of Technology in Driving Social Change in Africa. Softcom is technical partner on the federal government's social intervention program, Empower and Market Money. The conference, held at Softcom's headquarters in Lagos, was geared towards leveraging technological solutions in solving Nigeria and Africa's socio-economic development challenges, shaping inclusive growth, and creating high-quality employment opportunities. Aside from being partners with the federal government in creating social change at scale, Softcom's four-pronged solutions in identity, payment, data, and learning align with the Bank of Industry's efforts in access to finance and capacity building. The conference drew stakeholders in finance, technology, management, government, and even the media. I'm Coyote Alayande. Stay close. Softcom is an indigenous tech company with an eye on Africa, focused on solving some of the continent's biggest challenges by identifying four cardinal areas: identity, education, payment, and data. They believe that by solving problems in these areas, they can impact more people and businesses simultaneously and at incredibly large numbers through technology. Softcom is about connecting people everywhere, using meaningful innovation to solve problems, particularly in sub-Saharan Africa. They're not just dreaming up the solutions. Softcom is hard at work, developing tech-related products that are addressing these challenges peculiar to people and businesses on African soil. Softcom has a research lab called Moonshot, their refinery of ideas and innovation. Some of their technology solutions include Pass ID, aimed at solving the problem of identity. Koya is aimed at lubricating and fast-tracking learning. Eyowo is targeted at making payments easier, and Data Beaver is designed to make useful information available to people and businesses across the continent. These, the Chief Executive Officer of Softcom, Yomi Adedeji, believes would have a monumental impact on crushing poverty, and they've got results to show for it. Partnering with the Bank of Industry, their platform Eyowo came in handy in delivering microcredit to over 1 million petty traders previously unbanked. What's more, through their learning management system, they've successfully placed over 500,000 young people in jobs under the federal government's Empower program. For Softcom, technology is the most efficient and cost-effective way to reach the critical mass of people in the shortest possible time.
Let me not give you specific timelines, but I'd say...
Recently, Softcom organized a conference here in Lagos with the aim of having an extensive conversation about the role of technology in driving social change in Africa, with a special focus on combating poverty. Participants include tech and social entrepreneurs, government functionaries, captains of industry, leaders in the financial sector, and members of the press. In opening the conversation, the CEO of Softcom, Yomi Adedeji, re-establishes the company's focus areas in combating poverty and urged participants and stakeholders to bring on fresh perspectives.
Some of the opportunities that today's potential offers us with technology is you can bridge the gap of access. You can make quality education available to every single person, whether they were in a village or whether they were in a modern society. Let me also touch on the idea of identity. I think before we can say we want to combat poverty, an important thing to note first is we must know ourselves. If you say 80 million people are poor, who are these people? Where do they belong to? Where do they live? What communities do they exist in? What common problems do they have? What common areas do they live in? I think if we attempt to advance the cause of combating poverty with technology, identity will be one of the very starting points. We need to try and know who the people we serve and we live with in our society as the case is. Let me also touch on financial access. I think an opportunity for growth for a person and a business is largely a function of how much access they have to finance, the knowledge of it and the use of it, and even the money of it as the case is. We've had banks exist in Nigeria for about 125 years, but there are only 40 million Nigerians today that are banked. That is a very small number for that amount of years. If you think about mobile telephony on the other hand, that has just existed for just about 18 to 21 years, at least in Nigeria, mobile telephony. We have now over 120 million Nigerians with a mobile phone. What it means is, if we will provide access to our people, we will need to rely a lot on mobile telephony. I think it's no news that we don't have enough resources to solve all our problems. So if we eradicated corruption completely in Nigeria, and we spent Nigeria's $18 billion budget only on education, it's probably not enough to solve the problem. So what it now means is we must think of new and ingenious ways to ensure people have access to quality education.
To be clear about how relevant, innovative and broad-based Softcom's tech solutions are, the federal government engaged them to support some of their social investment programs like the Market Money and Npower programs. These interventions used Softcom's tech solutions to provide e-payment, e-learning, capacity building and job creation support to millions of beneficiaries across the country. The Senior Special Assistant to the President on Job Creation, Mr. Afolabi Imokwede, who's also executing the Npower program, is here to lend his voice to the need to further leverage technology in delivering services to the people.
What is the role of ICT for us? If we truly must combat poverty at the speed at which we really need to between now and the target that has been set and agreed to by the nations 2030. And I thought one of it is digital information dissemination, or for simpler what you could call it, digital literacy. Africa in many ways is considered a closed nation, a closed nation due to unavailability of reliable data. Significant impact can be achieved in certain cases simply by making information more readily accessible to a larger audience. Consider how Wikipedia has empowered self-education across thousands of topics, or take Esoko, which is a Ghanaian technology firm's impact on food security, as it provides smallholder farmers and businesses with timely crop information via SMS. Significant wealth of opportunities therefore exist around developing commercial value for credible data, which can begin with digitizing government data. But then, as part of our role, and perhaps as part of the mandate renewed for the next level, we'll begin to look at where can we really begin to make impacts in the non-traditional areas. And I think digitizing government data is one place where we can really start, from data gathering to data mining to data dissemination, just to be able to gather credible data to make informed decisions.
As a development finance institution, the Bank of Industry prioritizes funding for MSMEs. The Executive Director, Micro Enterprises at the bank, Mrs. Kemi Adeniji, says education and access come in handy in eradicating poverty.
Education is key. Without literacy, people just are going to continue to get deeper and deeper into poverty. Access is also key. Without access to so many things, access to education, access to finance, access to unique identification, you just cannot begin to even deal with poverty. The whole idea for looking for the social investment program is to deal with the bottom of the pyramid, is to deal or begin to tackle not necessarily people that are poor, but to at least help people to raise themselves. So when you think about, be it the Npower, which you've heard a lot about, which is working with over 500,000 graduates and non-graduates to develop them and take them into the next level. This means that it's a program that takes people from X to Y. That is getting people out of poverty.
She also praised Softcom for the impact its mobile wallet platform has had on the government's social investment programs.
In what they have done, we cannot look at it lightly. I know that they were a backbone to Npower, they were also a very strong supporter and stakeholder in JEEP. So I want to use this roundup by saluting them and encouraging them to keep up the good work.
Well, in fact, we're not building
On his part, the MD CEO, Bank of Industry, Mr. Kayode Ikpitan, speaks to the role the bank is already playing in combating poverty and creating social change by supporting the federal government's social intervention programs.
The Bank of Industry will provide financial assistance for the establishment of large, medium, and small projects, as well as the expansion, diversification, and modernization of existing enterprises. We must support those who have been left behind by society through targeted programs that will address their specific needs in bridging the gap for capital, skill, and opportunity shortage. We supported the Empower program by financing the assets and the resources needed by each beneficiary to enable them to get a work through, to learn, to access resources, and to develop themselves for the work they were hired to do and for life after the program. We are happy to be part of this success story that has placed over 500,000 young people across every local government area and state of the Federation in meaningful work. The impact of Empower is evident in the various stories of volunteers moving from unemployment to employed and sustainable. Every person on the program needed to be verified, assessed, and paid. All this would have been impossible without the use of technology.
It was time to deepen the conversation about the role of technology in reaching a critical mass of the people simultaneously in eradicating poverty. A 6-man panel interacted with the audience. Even though technology is the gateway to reaching the masses, there is still a huge challenge of access in some parts of the country.
I understand that technology is useful for bridging the gap. I have some extreme concerns, and I'll speak from my experience. So we created an audiovisual product that we took outside of town, and it was a boot camp for 180 participants. Until we got to the part where we wanted to use the audiovisual content. And we realized that for every cluster of 45 people, there were 3 people who had smartphones. So it became a huge challenge for us to deliver that program because the technology was not available.
Yomi Adedeji and Afolabi Mokwede respond.
I think we have an opportunity in that regard. I think the industry that manufactures needs to start rethinking around how they think about providing and manufacturing devices for our society. I think with our population, there isn't any reason why we shouldn't have tens and tens of mobile plants. There should be a mobile plant in almost every region, manufacturing cheap mobile phones or access tools that ensure our people can have access and can afford these tools as the case is.
The solution many times to your question also is that you just have to deliberately stimulate a demand sometimes. And that's what we did with the Empower and the Batch 1 with 200,000 devices being put into the market. Because, and if you recall in my earlier remarks, I'd mentioned the fact that there is the challenge of infrastructure, penetration either in device or in internet. And so that's a role of government. And countries that have increased in penetration, they take deliberate steps just like we've done. So we need to see multiple of those deliberate steps, not only at federal level, at state level, maybe at state level as well, different just in policies that help to drive increased penetration, device penetration, because that's the only way, again, we can democratize a lot of the things we're talking about using technology.
There are also suggestions about non-state actors supporting current government effort so that value can be added at scale.
If you want to optimize the benefits of whatever is available on the table, and the non-state actors, we are talking about private sector, we are talking about non-governmental organizations, the civil society, they have to organize themselves. Because what are we talking about is about value added to existing body of knowledge that is happening within Nigeria to move forward. And we should not create impression as if nothing is happening. I think we should even commend the government. Because before this time, we don't have any social investment or strategy. So I want to say what we should be looking forward to is the next steps. And what are the next steps? Let's scale up, widen the scope, replicate those things that are working, so that we can get the best out of what we already have. The second one is that let us look at the incentive system. Because if people things are not working, who are get the incentive structure? People respond to it. Yeah. And the last one is that you start thinking anything you cannot measure, you cannot improve.
This participant believes the government should have engaged microfinance banks in executing its social investment programs as it tries to reach the people at the bottom of the pyramid.
As much as I appreciate the effort of the government, their initiative to eradicating poverty, I think a very key sector has not been fully integrated into this program, and that's the microfinance bank. Because we at the microfinance bank deal with the real poor people in this country. Many of them don't even have BVN. How is the government trying to incorporate we that have first-hand contact with those poor people?
The Executive Director, Micro Enterprises at the Bank of Industry, Mrs. Tonya Adeniji, responds.
The government enterprise and empowerment program, and I believe some of the other social intervention programs actually do engage with microfinance banks. When we started the program, we invited all 964 microfinance banks licensed by the Central Bank of Nigeria to come and meet with us and engage with us to understand, to talk about the program and understand how we could work with them. So I believe that your microfinance bank would also have been one of those that were contacted. For those that decided to engage with us, we took that up, and based on certain parameters, we are working with at least many microfinance banks. In addition to that, at the Bank of Industry, we also have a program that we call the Bottom of the Pyramid program, where we do engage with microfinance banks. And again, we're not, the only thing is that you have to qualify to become part of that program.
CEO of Jobberman Nigeria, Hilda Krager, believes the nature of jobs have changed and we now have to look at them differently.
Why is it that an accountant has to go and do ICANN? Because whatever is studied in school doesn't qualify them for an entry-level job in an accounting firm. There's something that has to be done there on the curriculum. Yes. Second thing is around actual employment readiness. In Nigeria today, there's no public university in the career center. What's the tech solution to make sure that even when people are in university or they're graduating, they're being given the right attitudes, the right skills, the right soft skills and hard skills to be successful in work? Whether it's informal employment, whether it's as an entrepreneur, whether it's a freelancer, right? That's their own attitude. The third thing is, how do you paint a picture for a young person and say, this is how you progress from being a university graduate to being a boss lady or a boss guy. It could be in the boardroom, it could be on the street, but this is how you get to a place of financial independence and economic empowerment. How do you paint it? And I think it speaks a lot into what you said about value chains, trying to paint the right picture for people.
One of the participants, a filmmaker, Ishaya Bakul, went around the country filming a documentary on the impact of the Empower program.
I am so grateful. Oh my God. At 90 degrees Last year's farming season, I earned about 5 bags of rice and also about 50 bags of sweet potatoes. That is resulting from the stipend I use.
Multiplication of a decimal fraction by a power of 10. Put 1 in the denominator under the decimal point and annex with it as many zeros.
Empower has also provided us with a very good, effective device, which helps a lot in the teaching. And especially me, who is visually impaired. So I can't imagine what I would have been if this program is not set in place. How the project has impacted in my life.
Abin da ya faru lokacin shekara 2011, Boko Haram sai shiga kauyenmu misali karfe 8 zuwa karfe 9. Kuma lokacin an kashe about 120 people an kashe a village namu. Ina koyarwa social studies da maths ma primary 1 to 3. Empower na samu karuwa cikin Empower sosai kamar ni kam ban san wanda suka yi wannan Empower Allah shi musu albarka. Allah ya ba su abin da suke nema a duniya. Empower na ji daɗin Empower ni maraya ne gaba da baya. Banda uba banda uwa na ji daɗin Empower sosai.
No doubt, technology has proven an undeniable way to deliver impactful socio-economic solutions at scale. And the Bank of Industry is not just at the forefront of that conversation, it's actively engaging in the execution. Feel free to reach out to the Bank of Industry today by visiting any of their branches closest to you or log on to their website at boi.ng. You can apply for BOI loans online. Download the BOI SME loan app from the Google Play Store and follow the instructions. Now, feel free to tweet at me at KAY Alayande for further inquiries. You can also watch previous editions of the program on youtube.com by typing BOI Weekly in the search area. And that will be our package for today. Many thanks for watching. I'm Kayode Alayande. Bye now.